doing well. This is your man Who Did It. Who Did It this time. Coming at you with another episode, another installment to the classic series, Reality Clips. And on this title is going to be called Everyone at the Table. Now, if you follow some of the other series, I'm always talking about reservations and not necessarily preaching separatism, but letting everyone know you should have somewhat of an idea of who your real family members are. And then I like to narrow it down and bring it in spiritually. The Jew versus the Gentile, the Hebrew versus the Gentile, both spiritually and DNA. You know, if you have both of them things working for you, if you follow the scriptures and you believe that you are one of the tribe as well as receiving true salvation, then this doesn't apply to you. If you like to feel like your salvation is through the Most High and the Most High alone, this also doesn't apply to you. This conversation is strictly about the madness that we are seeing as thinking men and women, of what we are seeing being played out in its last days here on the Western Hemisphere. You got all of the threats from the left, all of the threats from the right. You got the boys in Russia and Ukraine. You got whatever type of pharaohs you want to acknowledge here in America, both he and she. You got the lessons from the past. You got the boogeyman syndrome, where you still hear all of these people boo-hooing about Mr. Trump, which, again, I have no dog in the race, but I've never seen a people so strong physically talk so crazy when it comes to what they'll do. It almost becomes mundane how much threats they make. But then the moment they see Trump, instant emotion like females. And nothing against my female subscribers. Love you dearly. But when I see a man be that triggered emotionally about something outside of his woman or his family, you already know what I'm thinking about that man. However, this is more about observing people at the table. So, metaphorically speaking, if we were sitting at a underground or illegal poker game, you have a person sitting at the head of the table, another person sitting at the opposite end, and you have a couple other players. You may have a dealer, you may have some people who are just there watching the way the competition rolls and the way the game goes. That would be you and I, to all of the subscribers. We're watching people at one end deal cards, talk smack, and then eventually the conversation goes left, threats are made, it becomes hostile. It becomes, dare I say, toxic at this card game, right? So you get all these men and possibly women pulling out their straps, their guns, their burners, their hammers, right? And you just have that classic scene like some white man with a gun to his head like Riggs off a Lethal Weapon saying, I'll do it, I'll do it. Then you get somebody else at the other end talking about, I'll shoot you. Almost like them old Western movies. No, put your gun away. No, put your gun away. No, I'll shoot you, I'll shoot you. That's what we are seeing as a whole as thinking men and women when we watch CNN, Fox News, your local news station. Sometimes we listen to these crazy pastors who may be pushing a political agenda. There may be people in your family who are that driven off of what the media tells them. It's all a card game, but what you cannot do is let everyone know that you have the ultimate card in your back pocket, which is carefree, which ends all of their discussion. And if you want to narrow it down to the gun, we got the biggest gun because we're not in their game. And it can become quite hysterical if you have a sense of humor. I told you, if I had the cheese, I would love to put these skits together. Now, Kareem and LeBron had got into it. LeBron James and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar a couple months back with the whole Spider-Man. No one knows which one is the one-niner, the stomach bug, or the flu. I thought that was very classy of LeBron to display it, but mighty hoish of him to renege on it. That's how I've been feeling. Like, no one really knows which one is potent and they all look alike. Well, that same mindset is being used in this piece when it comes to understanding the left, the right, demo, republic, independent thinking, all of these left wing, Roe versus Wade, Ukraine talk, it's the end of the world, it's World War III. Okay, they all at the table talking crazy like old westerns or an illegal underground poker game. What does that have to do with you? Especially if you claim you are a thinking man or a thinking woman, you're just drenched with spirituality and all of these things, you're a reader. What does it have to do with you? Me as a man of color, obviously most of my subscribers already know I'm a so-called black man here in America. What do I look like watching all of these Mel Gibson rig off a Lethal Weapon looking people getting hostile about stuff that I don't even know necessarily if they even care about me? Will you live here? Yes, I do. And my heart goes out to anyone that's receiving pain emotionally from the television. My advice, my recommendation, turn it off. The eyes are the window to the soul, correct? You know what I mean? So if you want to shift that energy, as you new age people like to say, shift the energy another way. Try to wrap your mind and wrap your hands and your spiritual body around the Most High. Take his words to his son and his disciples and apply it to your life. Stop watching this stupid card game unless you have a mind for that and a stomach to just laugh like I do. I don't watch this card game every day. But every once in a blue moon, oh, I love seeing them talk about who got the biggest gun. Is it China? Is it this person? A couple years ago, is it Korea? Is it Afghanistan? Where's the 6'6" nigga that y'all claim y'all killed, Osama bin Laden? Where he at? See, I like to see when they be playing. All of that is just like them dealing cards, and they're all evil. Let's not sugarcoat it. Everyone at this card game is illegal. That's why I said an under the ground illegal poker game. You got a mafioso at the end of the one table. You got a crooked cop that cheats on his wife, beat her up, and smuggling drugs in the community. You got somebody who else run the cartel, and the other guy gets off on poisoning orphanages in Dubai. They're all evil. You get what I'm saying? So what do you look like being a fan? I could care less about them people putting up Blue Lives Matter and all these other flags. They always think that they are causing emotional strain to us thinking men and women. Like, I could care less. It's a damn idol. Same way these niggas, when they win a race for America or, some basketball event, they love to grab that flag but tell you how much they hate it here. Think about that. Because they want to be a part of that game so bad. They want to put their hand in a dirty poker game. You make sure you don't. Let's end this conversation. I know it's been a minute. Work has been hectic, but God is good. All right? This is your man who did it. Who did it this time, coming at you with another episode to Reality Clips. Stop trying to get involved with a dirty poker game. I'm out.